Hey guys, you know what's really nice this time of year?
What?
Gifts. You're lucky because we have something for you. Our new sponsor, Deep Creek Glassworks. So you can get ornaments. They have customizable colors and
Shapes?
pattern options. It's pretty much great gifts for anybody if you want like a Pollyanna, Secret Santa, something for the family.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No, you're getting good quality with the glass. It is definitely, it can withstand curious cats, wagging dog tails, pretty resilient, fast shipping in crush-resistant boxes. So you know your product's going to get there. As an extra bonus to our listeners, you can get 10% off of your purchase by using the promo code SUPERFUN when you go to their website. That's Deep Creek Glassworks, WORX.etsy.com.
Bonus code.
Bonus code.
Bonus code. Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down. Mub it up. Mub it up. All right. Tonight, it's just Ralph and I.
Who? What?
Where are the other two, you ask? They're jabronis. No, I'm kidding.
If you smell.
If you smell. No. They have other stuff going on, so you guys are going to get a Ralph and Clarke episode, and then a Ralph and Clarke review probably next week.
That's right. You better like it.
You better like it.
Well, a little Irish. Yeah, better like it.
You better like it. All right, so tonight on MUBRS, we're just going to be talking about a game that we've both been playing a decent amount of, and that is Mortal Kombat 11.
11sies. Luncheon. Afternoon tea. Dinner. Supper.
Firstly, I want to say it's actually like it's an improvement on 10. Like I would say tenfold, no pun intended. But
Tenfold.
Yeah, I actually think it's a much more fluid game.
Fluid. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say that I played some of the story and I did multiplayer with Dana because I bought it, took it to her place, and we went straight into versus. And she got me the first 3 rounds, I think.
Oh, boy.
And then I was like, okay, all right, fine. You know, one of those deals where you're sitting back on your chair and you're playing, and you're like, okay, I'm going to sit up now.
Yeah,
and
like,
I'm
all right,
play.
yeah.
All right,
it's elbows on knees, like,
Yeah,
let's go
it's like,
time. Yeah.
All right, fine. Liu Kang. Okay, let's see what I can do here.
So then she beat you 7 times in a row.
No. Then I got revenge. But going into, I can't remember if it was when we were playing or if I went into story mode, because the story mode, I think it kind of mirrors 10 in that you start as Cassie and you do like 4 rounds as Cassie, and then you go into Kotal Khan and you do some Kotal Khan, and I was like, wait a minute, this is very familiar. Like the situation just seemed like I'm using the same characters in the same spots. It's probably not 100% accurate, but overall, I felt like
the first game I think you start as Johnny, by the way.
Good call.
Yeah. So
good call.
Yeah.
It was a cage.
I don't even want to say the first game because technically this is the 3rd game in the trilogy
of 9, 10, and
9, 10, and 11. Yep. The retelling, the rehashing, the meeting of the 2 universes.
And now we're just gonna screw time up and do it all over again, and bring some of this and some of that, and sprinkle it on here and do that. My characters felt slower. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I didn't play them side by side, but I just felt like the people I was using were slower, and that my block wasn't as effective as I thought it would be. Like there were moments where I was like, I know I'm hitting block here, and it's just not helping. I mean, I don't know if she was using grapples instead, because if I block, she uses a grapple. I'm pretty sure that's the
counter.
That's the
counter to the block.
Yeah, but and the graphics, like I can't decide if I think they're a lot better or if the lighting is just better. Do you know what I mean? I mean, maybe that's part of it. Like lighting is a factor for the graphics, but it seemed like things are more lit in 11 versus 10.
It's lit.
Yeah, lit. It just seemed like there's more light in 11 than there is in 10. but I'm not sure that that's quite right. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I think the lighting's better, and I think the character models they're different. The character models in this, I think, have more artistic direction than 10.
Okay.
I thought the characters in 10 looked very awesome, and they were like really edgy. I think this has more of like the back to basics style of character model, if that makes sense. Like
Realism?
Yeah, kind of. It's back to that where everyone is like in robes, kind of fighting each other. Like Scarlet, the new character, is like decked out in robes. You know,
Sure.
You have Jax looking a little more classic than he has previously. He doesn't have bright and shiny giant robot arms anymore. It's like they're kind of like form fitting and things like that. Whereas before he just had like these ridiculous so I think some of that stuff is like a drastic improvement. I think it looks stylistically much more thought out than just let's put a bunch of edgy characters in our fighting game. And I'm not saying that to like discredit anything that they do. Mortal Kombat's my favorite, and I love the atmosphere and the aesthetic. And I thought 10 just kind of had this trying to be edgy thing. So then when you bring it into 11, right, and you're doing a fatality in 11, the fatalities are fucking brutal. Okay. I think they are the most brutal in any game of the series, easily. They all look like just fucking saw contraptions go off at any given time. Like it's really, it's just I feel like it's a different kind of gore.
Would you like to play a game? Fight.
And I think there's a lot more blood and a lot more guts to this game.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the little bit that I played through the story. I also did some of the crypt, because with that you start out with like 100,000 tokens or something like, or coins with a K.
Have you been on in the last couple of days? They actually, because
of
so everyone's complaining about how difficult the towers are. I don't know if you've done any of the
haven't done the towers.
Dimensional towers and stuff. The towers are fucking rough.
Okay.
They're the first one or two in a set is like kind of easy. They still get pretty tough. By the third and fourth tower, you're like retrying 5 or 6 times at least on every single fight.
Jeez.
They're really tough. And I don't know if just I haven't really, I mean, even the characters that I've custom made, which is a new thing in this game, and like I really like click with, it's still just, I'm just getting caught. Or like they'll just all of a sudden turn on God mode where it's like you have to block frames. And I don't have that fighter mentality yet. You know, I haven't played it that long. And so anyway,
the custom stuff?
Well, no, they put out a patch, and they were like, we heard your concerns about the tower being so tough because you unlock stuff for your custom characters through the towers.
Right, okay.
So they were like, we heard you. Here's 500,000 gold.
Whoa!
And I went through the crypt, and like, I went everywhere in the crypt. The crypt is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo RPG.
Yeah, it's just like a little tiny RPG. Did you make it down into Goro's lair?
No, I got the hammer and I started, breaking things, and I got to the one puzzle where there's 3 corpses on a column, and you spin the different sections to make something.
Not Cyrax.
It's a red robot.
Yeah, I thought
red
Cyrax,
cyborg.
I thought Cyrax was. I think Sector's red.
I think you're right. Cyrax is yellow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Sector's there, and you do that, and it opens up another little area.
I did one. I can't remember what it was, and I got like a chest, and then I was playing around with it, and I did the skeleton, and when I did the skeleton, I was burned alive. Or I was burnt alive. I was fried on the spot, and then started over at the beginning. But
Right.
I didn't see any kind of loss. Like, I don't know if I lost coins for that or anything.
You don't.
But okay, so an extra 500,000. Cool.
Yeah. I went through the crypt. My time spent in the crypt so far is 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and I just like went around like looking because it is fucking. it's like taking a tour through the first movie of
Oh,
Shao
yeah.
Kahn's lair.
And Shang Tsung's
Or,
island,
yeah,
right?
Shang Tsung's
His
island. Sorry,
right,
Shang
right,
Tsung,
right.
not Shao Kahn. Yeah, Shang Tsung's island. It's cool to see the actor get the character model for Shang Tsung in
Yep.
this. But like I went through all the way and got down to like Goro's lair, and like there's each one of your buttons ends up being a different power that you can use.
Okay.
So like you have square being the hammer, X is to open stuff, triangle is to use Scorpion's spear, and you grab and pull things down that you can't get to.
Okay.
Circle is air mac. Did you ever see those green floating things?
Yeah, they're souls, aren't they? Or
Yeah, but you have to,
you mean on the ground? Like, yeah.
yeah. So you have to actually take Airmac's amulet, and then you can spend your soul fragments to unlock those.
Oh.
They're chests.
Oh, okay.
So then, not only that, but then you go deep into Goro's lair, and you find Kenshi's headband.
Okay.
And when you put that on, you can kind of go into like Kenshi vision, or Kenshin vision, or Daredevil vision.
Daredevil,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So when you do that, you can see hidden places that you can bust open, and you can see hidden treasure chests.
So there's a fair bit of depth. There's some legs to the crypt.
Tons.
Huh.
There's tons. There's crafting stations. Later on, there's like crafting stations where you can like use consumables to make armor and items and stuff like that. It's really in depth. I was shocked by how in depth it was.
So you play the main story for the main story fix, and then if you want to create a custom character or just, tinker around online, the crypt fuels that.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
I think the crypt is the best one that they've done in a
Cool.
really long time, and it's just cool to see like you can go down into Goro's lair, and he has a bunch of trophies from all the people that Goro has killed.
Ripped apart, limb from limb.
Yeah, but you can go down and see like you see a bunch of different masks and like a bunch of different items and stuff from like the lore, and it's
Okay.
like you can kind of like explore it like a museum. It's really interesting.
Goro's Museum. Welcome. Buy your ticket. I'll rip it for you. That's all the hands ripping the ticket.
Yeah.
You get it?
Welcome to my Gore Emporium.
Welcome to my museum. Here are Johnny Cage's sunglasses.
It's the Goro Emporium.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, on that low note.
Yeah, on that low note, I think we should maybe just wrap it up. Do you have any final thoughts on your quick like stuff with Mortal Kombat?
No, not really. We just that you can see the influence of Injustice 2 and the customization and armor and all that stuff. You can see the natural evolution to what we've got now with Mortal Kombat, and I'm curious and anxious to explore that because I haven't done anything with it. I haven't made any custom anything.
Yeah, and another thing on the custom stuff is that you essentially it's they did it right. The way you can customize something is you essentially get 3 slots to fill, and each of your super moves, your special moves, are a slot or 2 slots. So you can have something that is like, oh, you can do I want Liu Kang's kick, but then I also want to get the amplifier for it, so that's 2 slots.
I see.
And then you can have like another one, and then that character you can fully customize. It's usually like 3 items, so you can pick the base of what they're wearing, like the skins that you unlock.
Okay.
You can pick up from a ton of different of those, and then it's like an item, usually like their mask or something that they're wearing on their face, their weapon that they usually like bring out or something, along those lines. So like for me, for Jade, it was like her mask, her little spin star that she throws,
Okay.
and the bow staff. Yeah, it looks like a fucking lightsaber. It's pretty fucking badass.
Oh, it's colored like that?
It's green. Oh yeah, both of the tips, like from the middle to bracer, all the way to the end of the staff is green.
So you're like a Jedi Guardian Darth Maul with green
Female, yes.
with your
Mhm.
female
Yeah.
female green Darth Maul is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
So,
Mortal Kombat 11.
all right, guys, join us next week, and we are going to be talking about
Money.
money.
Where's our money?
Where's our money?
Lanny? Lanny?
Arthur, I'm glad you're here. Let's go on a hunt. Let's sing a song on this boat. What do you think?
Can I get some goddamn faith?
You won't get tuberculosis, I promise.
Spoiler.
Spoilers. That's right, Red Dead 2. All right, guys, see you next week.
Bye.